What up, everybody? It's your boy Plug and Play coming at you one more time. I'm going to let you know now this is going to be my last video covering the ciphers on the 9 map. I've been playing a lot of the other maps, Classified, Blood of the Dead, and there's a lot of other stuff I want to cover. So until we can get over this roadblock, I'm not going to cover too much more of these ciphers. But I did want to put this video out today. You'll see right here in theater mode, I've got the Death of Orion, and I want to show you guys something very, very interesting. This was definitely worth making another cipher video about. If I zoom in on down here and take a look at the Death of Orion, you're going to see something immediately, and that is the cipher symbols on the back of the scorpion's tail. Now, freezing it for you right here for a second, guys, I'm going to go ahead and throw these symbols right here, just blow it up, give you a better picture, and then right next to it right here, I'm going to go ahead and overlay those symbols on a white background just so you can see them as clear as day. Now, we're going to come back to these symbols here in just a minute, but I wanted to let you guys know that when you pack-a-punch the Death of Orion, you'll see it right here later on in the same game, the Circuit's Kiss, the symbols do change. Now I'm going to go ahead and overlay this for you right here on the screen. These are the new symbols on the tail of the back of the Circuit's Kiss. Now I got really excited right here, guys, because I got these symbols right here. I'm going to compare those two with the original Death of Orion with the Circuits here right next to each other, and obviously they change. Obviously they're 5 letters. But what really appealed to me was the pre-Pack-a-Punch Death of Orion 5 symbols. It just caught my eye that Orion has 5 letters. These symbols are 5 in number. And the first and the fourth letter in Orion are O. And the first and the fourth symbol on the back of the Death of Orion are the same. So I got to thinking, what if this actually spelled Orion? So I did what anybody would do, guys. I went ahead and grabbed one of these random ciphers. I just chose the raw one because why not? I love Egyptian mythology and ancient Egypt culture. So I chose the raw cipher as an experiment here. Went ahead and threw this little simple overlay up just with the spaces and the dots, kind of like an old hangman style of game. And I started messing around with the word Orion and these symbols being the key. Now, first things first, O is the most common letter to the left. We're going to go ahead and overlay the O's right here on the raw cipher. Then we've got the letter R, which is the circle with the triangle in the middle. We're going to go ahead and throw that up there. Now, what I did notice, and you'll notice now, there are no I's, which is the triple dots, and there are no N's, which is, for this sake of argument, the circle with the line down the center. Now, it's kind of strange to me at first. This is my first clue that I was on the wrong track. There are no I's and no N's in this entire cipher. This whole line of code that we're supposed to decipher, there's not one letter I or one letter N, which are 2 very common letters in the English alphabet. But nevertheless, I decided to do a little bit more digging. Now, reason number 2 that I'm trying to prove to everybody that this is not a very simple substitution cipher. This is a nihilist cipher. These symbols do not stand for letters, is right here. I'm going to go ahead and overlay these green circles up on the board. What these represent, if this is a simple substitution cipher, these green circles represent single-digit letters or numbers in this cipher. Now, in the English language, only 2 letters can form a word by themselves, the letter I and the letter A. There are no words in the English language that consist of only 1 letter that make any kind of legible sense. So to have 8 individual separate different symbols supposedly represent 8 letters here to form 8 different single letter words is impossible in the English language. There is not even 8 vowels. There's no way. There's only 2 words, the letter I and the letter A. So you cannot have 8 symbols represent 2 letters. This would be mathematically impossible to decipher if that were the case. So that is what I found on the back of the Death of Orion, on the back of the Circuit's Kiss. in regards to the cipher and decoding it, further lending proof that this is a nihilist style cipher, nearly impenetrable, uncrackable without a key code. Next, moving on, guys, I'm going to throw a couple more overlays right here that I want to show you. Now, in my research, I've come across a couple of images, and I'm going to start throwing them up here on the screen. But one thing I really want to talk about is a combination of symbols, a pattern, if you will, that I've seen start to emerge in these ciphers. Now, the first one we're going to go ahead and take a look at is the original Black Ops 4 Zombies launch teaser poster. Mankind's reckoning will be its salvation. You'll see this poster right here. I'm going to go ahead and red cube what I'm talking about here. This little smiley face looking symbol right next to a line with a square with legs. That's kind of how I refer to them here in my spare time here when I'm doing these ciphers. It's like a cube with legs and the smiley face symbol. So there you go. You'll see these repeated here in this poster 3 separate times. But that's not all. When I started digging a little bit more, we'll take you to this symbol here. Now, I believe this is a cipher that was sent to, I can't remember if it was Noah J 456 or if it was Raffle Waffles or Mr. Dalek JD, but one of these guys got this in one of their ciphers when it was actually mailed to them from Treyarch. And you'll see it right there, clear as day. I've gone ahead and outlined it in red, the same 2 symbols with the line break. Going back through my videos and my personal screenshots, you'll notice this one that has since disappeared. This is the cipher we refer to when we say that missing cipher in the Danu Temple. This was the one on the ceiling. 5 different instances where those symbols in that order with the line break are repeated. Moving on, we have the Odin cipher on the roof of the Odin Temple. To start the cipher off right there, the same sequence of symbols. When we go ahead and take a look at the Ra cipher that we were just looking at right here, the same sequence of symbols. And last but not least, guys, in the Zeus cipher, in the bottom of the Zeus temple, we see that same progression of symbols, the same sequence right here twice. I do not think that is coincidence. This now proves to me 100% without a shadow of a doubt that these ciphers actually mean something. I've had a few people comment, send me DMs on Twitter that it could be gibberish. It could be a wild goose chase just to keep us busy. People at Treyarch just having fun with us. Whatever you might think, that also might be a reason why nobody else but me is trying to pursue these ciphers. Maybe because they think they're bullshit. I don't know, but I do know that these progression of symbols in all of these different photographs that I'm throwing up there right now is not a coincidence. That specific 2 symbol with a line break combination means something, and it's important enough to be repeated over and over again. So that set of symbols alone might be the key to cracking the cipher. It could be a simple word like the or to or and, but even if it's the case, it would give us enough to start cracking the rest of the cipher. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to do me a solid. These videos take a long time to make with all these screenshots, photoshopping, talking, editing, all that stuff here, and it takes the better part of a day. So do me a solid, costs you nothing to hit that like button down below, and if you feel so inclined to, also hit that subscribe button. I got Call of Duty content coming to you all the time. You will never not be entertained. In the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. You take it easy. I'll catch you on the flip side. Keep hunting, keep grinding, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Peace!
Without bullets, I'll have to resort to stabbing!